The other day I was in school and this girl walked up to me and she was like, "Hi, I just want to say that like something about you, like you're so beautiful, you're so mesmerizing, your vibe is so beautiful." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it." And after a while, I was like, "Okay, let me think about this because this happens too frequently." So this week, I'm going to be giving you guys the tips and tricks on how to become more mesmerizing so you guys can be mesmerizing like me. This week, I dedicated this week to studying my behavior and how people perceive me. And I noticed that it's pretty common for people to say things like, "Oh, like you're so beautiful, you're so mesmerizing," like something about you. First thing I want to say, guys, is that it's not really about what's in me or what's about me. It's the glow of God in me. Yeah, it's that Jesus spirit, first of all. So this thing that people say like, "Oh, something about you, I don't know how to explain." It's not me. It's Jesus reflecting on me, by the way. Because I'm still a human, I still do things wrong, but the fact that Jesus lives in me is already it's already something that transmits to everyone around me. And that's why people say this. Hi, my name is Claire and welcome back to my channel. Here you'll get a little bit more clarity in every single one of my videos. So number one, guys, I don't try to be liked. I don't seek for approval in humans. What does that mean and how can you do it? I don't seek approval from people. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not even here to be understood. Like I'm not in this planet Earth to be understood by human beings. I'm not in this planet Earth to be liked. I don't do things for approval, to seek approval for people. I know who I am and I love myself the way I am with my flaws and blah blah blah. I still love myself. So all of this, like, oh, this vibe, it's just that I don't care. Like, I don't care. And it's like I'm so happy with myself because the more days go by, the more days pass by, the more I don't care. And let me tell you something, the more you don't care, the happier you get, okay? Honestly. So this thing of like, oh, this vibe that people talk about, it's because I just don't care. I'm not, and listen, the people that are like always seeking approval, looking for people, like what people have to say about them, they are miserable. If you do that, I just know you're a miserable person. Because how could you live depending on what people have to say about you? That's a sad way of living, and you don't want to live like that. So learn to stop seeking approval from people and learn to just not care because nothing's that serious. Genuinely, nothing is that serious. So, yeah, like that's the first thing. I just don't care about anything. I'm very like, you know, it's not that deep. If you do something that's like, oh, it's embarrassing, people are going to forget it in like 5 minutes because you're not that important. So once you learn to live like this, you will genuinely be a more happy person and your vibe will transmit to everyone around you. Like, you have to learn to just be happy with who you are and live your life because nothing's that deep. Truly, nothing's that deep. Stop trying to be like, oh, but this person, they're going to say something. Oh, but then I don't care. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't care. I don't have time to care. Even if I wanted to care, I don't have time to care. You have to have quiet confidence, not loud insecurity. I see a lot of people nowadays that they are faking being confident, but they're actually just insecure. And if you pay attention to their actions, you can tell that they're just insecure. There's a big difference, okay? When you are confident in who you are, you don't have to seek approval. You don't seek someone's opinion or something to prove that you are confident. If you know who you know who you are, and you don't need someone to tell you who you are because you know who you are. So you sit there in silence and you don't need to say anything. When I enter a room, I'm not seeking approval, I'm not doing anything, I'm just focused on myself and I'm just minding my business. It's not about being cocky, it's about being humble, but knowing your worth. I sit in a room and I get a lot of attention, even if I don't want to. And it's not because oh, you're pretty. Yes, I'm pretty, but that's not the point. Beauty goes to an extent, you know? So, I sit in a room and I'm quiet and I don't seek approval from anyone. Have boundaries. Have boundaries. I will never let you cross my boundaries. And I'm someone that it might not look like it or whatever, but I'm someone that I feel so deeply, so much. I love you so much, but if you cross my boundaries, you're out. I don't care who you are anymore. Look, I'm in a time in my life where truly I don't care who I lose anymore. as long as I don't lose myself, because I know what that's like, and it's so painful. So I don't care. I don't care. You disrespect me, okay. You cross my boundaries, you're out. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many years I've known you. I don't care how much I love you. You're out. Because I will not let someone disrespect me. I have boundaries. And like, you don't have to be perfect. I get it. No one's perfect. But if you cross my boundaries and you know that I have boundaries and you still cross them, you're out. I have nothing against you, but you're out. You're out of my life. Will I miss you? Probably, but I don't care. I have discipline. I don't care how much I love you. You're out. As long as I don't lose myself, bro, I'm okay. As long as I don't lose myself, I'm fine. Because I've lost myself before, and it's not pretty. It's not fun. I'd rather lose everyone around me than myself. My energy is focused inward, not outward. Look, I'm not saying you have to be 100% every day. I'm not saying you have to be the most robotic, boring person. No, that's not what I'm saying. But listen, I'm someone that I'm just so focused on myself and my growth and everything like inward. I'm focused on my goals. I have my life. I'm doing my things. You know, I don't engage in gossip. I don't engage in things like talking about other people, drama, these little things. Like, it's so bad vibe. Why would I put myself in that situation? I don't do that. I really don't do that. And that's probably why people see me so like as a good person, because I'm not here to be gossiping about other people, because I don't care what Jessica did last week. That's not my problem, and it doesn't even affect me. Why am I talking about this random person? You know, I don't get it. It's so ugly. I find that really embarrassing, actually. People who gossip just because like they have no life or something and they just like talking about other people, that's really embarrassing. Oh yeah, did you see what Charles did the other day? No. No, I did not. And I don't care. I don't engage in negative drama. I don't engage in I don't watch shows that are negative. I hate the news. I don't even watch the news. I feel deeply. So when I watch these things that are so negative, I become negative. So I choose not to consume these things. Oh, but that Netflix show that's like all about drama, people fighting all the time. What is that gonna do for me? I'm not saying you have to be a freaking robot. You can watch funny things here and there, whatever. But just don't engage in this negative energy, you know? Your friend groups, like, there's always that one friend group that just all they do is gossip. Stop. These people are not your friends. These people are not people you want to be around, honey. No, that's not the type of person you want to be around. You're going to become a negative person. If you walk with people who are negative, who gossip, who all they do is focus on other people, you are going to become this person. I'm just so focused on myself, and people they admire that on me. They're like, I've heard this before as well. Like, I've had friends and even family say things like, I love how you're just so focused on yourself and you're not worried about what people have to say or what other people are doing. I'm not afraid to be alone. And it's okay, and I actually strive for a more quiet life. I don't want no loud life with a bunch of people around me. No, I'm okay with being alone. I'm okay with being with myself, sitting with myself. Some people are so miserable they can't even sit with themselves. And that's sad. That's sad. You have to learn to have a relationship with yourself in a situation where you could literally sit with yourself and you're not going to be uncomfortable. Because what do you mean you can't sit with yourself? That's so sad. Look, people come and go. If the person comes into my life, that's amazing. But if they leave, that's because their time has come. There's a time for them to stay. There's a time for them to go. There's a time for everything. So if they left my life, that's okay. I still have myself, and I don't need someone else to feel whole. I'm someone that I like to, even though like, okay, everyone has low days and stuff like that, I like to focus on the positive. I have a good vibe to be around, okay? I'm someone that I'm very happy. Like, I like making people happy. I like making people cheerful, feel good. And that's all I want. I just make people feel good. And that's why people like being around me, because I make them feel okay. Yeah, that's about it, guys. For a while, I questioned this. Like, why am I so mesmerizing to people? Why am I just so beautiful to people? And this is why. I hope you guys learned a thing or two in this video. I love you guys so much, and see you next week.